Ms. I Speak Life.
Here we go. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that, twins. I'm sitting around trying to get it together.
Hey, everybody. This is the real deal versus how you feel. We
Mm-hmm.
have Miss I Speak Life finally on the mic and Twinsinc. How you doing?
Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing
Doing
on
good,
this
doing good.
lovely Friday? As you can see, we all in Friday vibes. Late to the party. Color people time.
Right, right. Let's go. Are you able to go ahead and update the name?
I'm on it. I'm
Okay,
doing a
okay, okay, okay.
hashtag right now.
All right, cool, cool,
Yeah.
cool, cool. While you doing that, I'm gonna give people time to get their feet. You walking here. It's just a little bit of love. Let us know you're in the building. Get comfortable. It's gonna be a good
What
little
they
ride
got?
we have
Got their
today.
feet off, you said?
Yeah, yeah. Take your shoes off. Are you out and about, Miss I Speak Life? I know you about to travel to Vegas today, right?
Yeah, I'm traveling early in the morning, so trying to get everything done today. Everything. So I just got the car wash. Make sure when I get back it's all nice and spiffy and clean. I
I don't
do
know why
that
you did
when I
that.
leave. I get the car washed. I change, clean my sheets and everything. Um, yeah. So that when I come back, it ain't no problem. You coming from a hotel room or wherever. I don't want to feel no way. So I'll make sure it's nice when I get back.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
Well, when you
All
have
right. So
Vic,
I
make
was
sure.
able to go ahead and update that. So we good. Everybody should know now it's the real deal versus how you feel. With your girl, Miss I Speak Life,
And
and my
Twins
main
Inc.
man, Twinsinc.
How you?
So,
Hey, we're here. We here.
all right, twins, go ahead, open the floor with the topic and tell the people what we're talking about today.
From my understanding here, the topic is my hands, the double standard we don't acknowledge.
You want to tell them where it came from?
I'm not sure where exactly it came from. I mean, we have plenty of conversations.
So,
I don't.
what
I
had
don't.
happened?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
You
ahead.
got to start like that. You got to start. What had happened was,
Uh huh.
right? So I got sucked into TikTok for a second.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
and
Hmm.
then, so when I got stuck, it was like I saw that TikTok, and the husband's like, he told the wife, "You should go wash the car," and she giggled. My father would never have these hands wash the car. And then he said, "Well, can you take out the garbage?" And she said, "My father would never have these hands take out the garbage." So then he said to her, "Well, can you make me a sandwich?" And he said, she said, "I'm
No.
not your maid."
No, your mother.
And
No. Said you're not your mother.
no, she said, "I'm not your maid." And then he said, "Well, my mother would never have me make my
Oh
own
yeah.
sandwich." Yeah.
You're right. You're
So
right. You're right.
yeah, so it brought on the idea of wow, that's a very common double standard, you know. So let's talk about it.
I mean,
That's a very
from the
common one.
so from the that TikTok, I remember now. It seemed like she don't do nothing. From what I'm understanding, she don't do nothing. She don't cook. She don't
I,
clean.
I don't know. She don't do nothing. She don't take the garbage out, and she don't what else was it? Take the garbage out or clean the car.
Yeah, wash the car. Yeah, she don't clean her car. She don't take the trash out,
Mm-hmm.
and then she don't cook. I
Well,
mean, well, it wasn't a cook. It was like, you made me a sandwich, and she
she
said, "I'm
didn't want
not
to
your
make the
maid."
sandwich.
So I'm like, so does she do anything
Like,
based
yeah, well,
on
what is it that you do?
right, right? That's all I'm saying. Based on that scenario that was given to us, I'm confused on what she does at all.
Well, we know from the last TikTok she does laundry.
Oh yeah, right. It's the same. It's the same one. Well, well, you figured from the last TikTok we saw with them in it, she does laundry, but so does he. Remember, he was helping her fold clothes when he did that. Remember?
Yeah, he was helping her with the laundry.
Yeah, he
He
was helping with
definitely
laundry.
was.
So, yeah, and then he found out, shocking that all laundry is not hers. So yeah, that was a whole nother catastrophe.
Yeah, that was hilarious all in itself. But to the
Facts.
topic, to really get into it. So we're talking about, well, it's titled "These Hands," the double standard that no one really talks about, but we are really talking about these subtle, common double standards that we all tend to be okay with in some instances, right? Because if we're talking about it, men are okay with that double standard that men take out the trash, and men, go put oil in the car and clean the car, kind of manage the car, and any handiwork in the house is, most circumstances the man is supposed to do XYZ. But when it comes to, a man asking a woman to make him a sandwich, you got that, I'm not your mother, I'm not making you no sandwich. So that's a pretty deep double standard. Or, that just that whole ideal of men are supposed to just do this, that, and the third, and the woman role, there's a lot of unclarity, things that are not clear there when we talk
Okay.
about these things.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Right.
you know, how do you feel about that double? Like, that's really a double standard. If you can't make my sandwich and you don't want to do any of these air quotes on man duties, then what you gonna do?
That's true. That is true. That's very a unique scenario that they presented because, like you just said, men, what I'm saying, we normally we take the trash out, we wash the cars, we do all those things. So technically, we really don't ask the woman to do those things, right? Not saying that she can't do them, right? She definitely could do them, and
Mm-hmm.
this lady's out there doing it right now. But if you have a man in the picture and he's doing those things for you, cool. All right, you don't wash your car, bet. You don't do that, bet. Okay, well, can you make me a sandwich? I'm not your maid. Okay, so like I said, what exactly do you do? And then if you don't do nothing, I'm like, why am I with you?
Right,
And on
right.
top of that, who's keeping you accountable for what you need to do? I mean, this kind of go a little conversation we had about women and men and women roles, men roles. So it just
Right.
kind of piggyback even off that top we discussed about.
It does. And it's like, okay, we need to really establish what that looks like. Because I think that, for the most part, like you said, men are going to take the garbage out. Men do these things because that's what they've been told. And even in the conversation we had before, where you say men even got songs telling them to do this and that and the third, where are the women being told what their roles are and, you know, what their standard is? And would that eliminate this double standard?
Mm-hmm.
You know? So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if there's something we could do, which we kind of came to that conclusion the other night. Like, what can we do with women that's already grown, and they may not even acknowledge that as a double standard. There's so much more in there. We're not really unpacking that whole. I'm not your mother when being asked to make a man sandwich. Like, there's so much in there. I know Twins and I, we're not really going into it, but there's a lot in there all by itself. Um,
It is.
as to why
There's
that
a
would be
lot.
a wife's response. Period. So,
Yeah. Yeah. That's
but
that's
maybe,
tough.
yeah,
That's tough.
maybe
I
it's a
mean,
conversation for another day because we mama's boys and all this other stuff that goes into late bloomers. Um, but it could be said on both sides. I'm not going to have the double standard approach and not say that, dads haven't told their daughters that they're princesses and they don't have to touch the garbage. And, dads haven't told the girls, that your man is supposed to take care of your car. So you don't have to know how to change oil, or if you need an oil change, or when you need, to even be able to look at the oil stick to even see if you need oil or not. So some men aren't teaching their daughters to be self-sufficient in those ways. They're teaching them that that's a man's job.
but I say this to even add on to that. The reason why like the woman in TikTok said, my daddy said this, my daddy said that, my daddy said this, right? Well, the most common thing is that they had the dad in the picture who was raising them, and I'm sure even though he was still doing it, he still showed her those things need to be done, right? Like, okay, you don't take trash out, I'll take it out, but women don't take trash out. But he did it. You know what I'm saying? As far as gun the oil change, listen, you don't do this or I do this, but it needs to be done. But so these women, they know what it looks like for a man to do it, if that makes sense, right?
Right.
Because if the dad wasn't around the picture to showing these things, she wouldn't be able to say, my daddy say. She won't know because that was she been doing the whole life, right? She been doing taking trash out herself
Well,
because that's
no,
all she knows.
because then you still have the single women who we talked about this before, single moms, right? And with their how are they training their daughters? And they may very well be telling their daughters, listen, because they're coming from a bitter place. Maybe their man didn't. Maybe their dad wasn't there. Maybe their dad didn't. And maybe they were the women that had to do it themselves and didn't like it. Regardless of what, they're teaching them, a man is supposed to do this. Don't do this. A man is supposed to do that. Most times it is from the women that grew up with their father that they're the ones that are doing it on
Mm-hmm.
any level, whether they're in a relationship or not. Those are typically the ones that have had that dad in their lives, you know,
Right.
to say, hey, baby girl, this is how you do this. Or even if not directly showing her, she's in the proximity when he's doing it. They're driving to the grocery store as a family or whatever, and dad pulls over and, change the oil or whatever. So
Right.
she's able to see that is a man doing it. And you don't often see women doing it in the regular, your everyday life. When you go to the gas station, when you go to the car wash, you typically see more men in those atmospheres than women.
Right. Right. And
So
that's true.
even as a woman, you don't see other women doing it either. So that's
You
why I
said
say this is something that we've all accepted. We've all accepted it.
you say you hold on. When you say you don't see other women doing, what is that? You don't see other women doing what? That
Like
last
for the
part you said.
women that are coming up without the father seeing a man do
Uh
it, they
huh.
don't see a man doing it, but they also aren't seeing women do it either. So what I'm saying is when they go take their car, they start driving, they take their car to the mechanic, to the car
Uh
wash,
huh.
anything, they typically see men. It's not like,
Oh
it's a
yeah,
lot of
yeah,
women.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's not a representation of like women doing this either, because I think
That's
as a
true.
whole, we've all accepted that this is what men are supposed to do.
Yeah.
Women
Oh,
don't want to
okay.
break their nails,
That's yeah.
but
And they don't
don't,
want to get dirty. They ain't trying to
yeah,
car
we don't want
under
to get our
nobody's
hands.
car. Right. All that.
See,
That's true.
see.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
So that's how we know that we've all kind of subscribed to this idea, that this is a man's job. It's what a man's supposed to do. But
That's true.
to your point, where we got to the conclusion before. Well, what is a woman's job, and what is a woman supposed to do? Because then the narrative that we hear often is, "I'm not your maid," and like I said, that piece right there is a lot to be, you know, um, broken down in that.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. I mean, because you think about it in most cases, right? I can understand where little boys grow up to be men, but they don't know how to wash their clothes. They don't know how to put the clothes in a hamper and do simple stuff like that, right? Because I was
Mm-hmm.
young, I was raised, I had to wash my own clothes. I have to separate my clothes. So I learned at a young age, all right, the colors go in this basket, white go in this basket, and don't ever mix them up. And then once you wash your clothes, you gotta fold your clothes, right? So
Right.
so that's something that I was taught at a young age to understand, right? So like when
Mm-hmm.
I get a girlfriend or wife, I'm not expecting her to do it. She do it, that's a plus, but I know how to do it. But some of these young boys out here that are now men now, because they mature to be a man, right? And doesn't mean they're not always a full man, but they're mature enough to be at a certain age to be considered a man, right? They can go to war, 21 years old, go fight. So the point I'm trying to make is that you get some of these boys out here, or men, you know what I'm saying, who grow up, they lay their clothes on the ground, drawers everywhere, expecting the girlfriend to pick it up. It's like, I ain't doing that. Like, you nasty, XYZ. And that comes from being a young age and being taught. So
Right.
in most cases, most men now take care of themselves, but in most cases, a lot of men don't because they mamas been letting them just do whatever, and he come in there and pick his clothes up and wash it. And that's a problem right there. Because then
Right.
when they get
Right.
older, you get mad at these dirty grown men. Like, well, you raised this dirty grown man to get away with X, Y, Z. But there's
Right.
still,
And then it's like,
but right,
man, you
right, but to stay on topic though, but think about it, right? How women are being raised to be future wives and mothers and stuff, because it's crazy when you think about it now. There's just not all, but there's a big number of ladies out there who really don't know how to cook from scratch. Like, yeah, I
you
can cook.
absolutely right.
They're like, yeah, I can cook. Just give me the instructions. Give you the instructions. That's something a man would say. You know, that's something I would say. Hold on, I can cook it, but I need instructions because I'm not a full cook. But most
Mm-hmm.
men, we think women, you go in the kitchen with scratch and you make everything from the ground up. You get eggs, sugar, salt, pepper, all this, and you put it together. You cut the tomatoes up by hand. Boom. Most men, we think of women, that's what they do, right? You the
Mm-hmm.
cook, you the clean. And when I
Yeah,
say women cook and
this
clean,
is
I
what
don't.
we subscribe
Yeah,
to. This is what we
yeah,
all, on some level, have subscribed
yes.
to. And I guess what we need to see is, does it make sense? Is it working for us? Is it helping us? Are you
Yes and no.
comfortable? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a yes and no, right? Because if
Mm-hmm.
you're being taught the proper way, then yes. But when you're not being taught the proper way, then it's a hell no. It ain't happening right. Because, like I said, most men, you know what I'm saying, most men, they think, oh, woman, all she need to do is cook and clean. No, 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 no. And the reason why a man would think like that, because they never cooked in their life. Their mom and dad never taught them how to cook. They never taught them how to clean. They would get up and eat and run back outside and enjoy life. They'll come home from school, eat, and run upstairs and play video games. No, you have to raise them kids to understand what they need to do. Like, yes, you need to learn to wash these dishes. You need to cook this food. You need to take the meat out and thaw it out. You need to do these things so when you get older, you can take care of yourself when you become a mature man or woman, right?
Right, right.
But the
And you're
representation is not
adulting.
there.
You know how I feel about it. Like,
Oh
this
yeah,
is something that's genderless. It's adulting. Everybody has to do it. And again,
yes,
we're sitting right on the top of the issue. We just trying to get to a solution as to how to, better prepare our young people when they're young, and not really bamboozle them in ways that we're not even paying attention to. Women saying to their young sons, "You're my best friend, you're my king, you're my this, you're my that," and not really mandating that they develop. At some stage,
yes,
yeah, they could be your baby in the beginning, but when they're no longer a baby, you have to be specific and intentional with these young men, because they need proper development. So after baby stage, you can't call that young man no baby no more.
right.
Well, you shouldn't be calling him, and this is my perspective. Nobody, whatever, but you
No, that's
shouldn't
true.
still be referring
Mm-hmm.
to your child after toddler stage as baby, if it's a male
Right,
child. And as they get older, like, you start saying words to them, like accountable, responsible, leadership. You start telling them around that 7-year old to 11-year old, you're a leader, not a follower. Remember, when they were younger, you kind of let them play, and oh, y'all want to play blocks because such and such want to play blocks, so you want playing the sand, whatever the case is. But when they get to a certain age, you start saying, okay, that's enough of that, right? You start
right.
telling them, have your own mind. Well, you should be, in my perspective. I know that's what I was. Look, you are a leader. You're not a follower. You don't
Yeah,
just
and
be
let
out
me
following what this one say or that one says. So.
right. Let me tell you a scenario I have going on here because people, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, I'm a father, husband. I have two kids. I have a daughter and a son. My daughter be 9 this year. My son turned 7. So last Saturday, the kids they got chores they gotta do, right? And I have a man cave slash studio that I'm in right now. So I open my studio door to go upstairs, and I see my daughter sweeping the steps, right? Now, naturally, I got kind of mad, like, why are you sweeping the steps? You better need to be doing this, right? But then I said, hold on, wait, let me not do this. I said, to me, I said, let me show her. Well, I'm gonna show her, but also make sure she does it. Know how it, know how to sweep, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I let her continue sweeping so she can understand how to do it and how to sweep up, clean up, cool. But at the same time, I let her know, like, yes, you sweeping, but but to be honest with you, your brother should be doing this, right? I'm let's do it now, but I'm gonna let you sweep now so you know how to do it. But your brother should be doing this, right? So good, you know how to do it, but your brother know how to do this. So
Mhm.
and I was like, what's your brother doing? He vacuum clean. I said, vacuum clean, nah. I said, you know what? Let him vacuum clean so he know what it looks like how to vacuum clean. So when he get older, he knows how to vacuum clean his house, right?
Mhm.
So that was a teachable moment for me that I almost kind of messed up. I had to catch myself. I said, no, let her finish sweeping so you know what it looks like. But I also let her know
Right.
that's something that your brother should be doing, and also with the son, vice versa. Like, all right, you vacuum clean now, but I need you sweeping these steps. And when you get older, I need
Right.
you outside cutting the grass. But just know what you need to be doing, but at the same time, educating like this is a man's job, something that we should be doing. I mean, it's small, but it's just little
Mhm.
because pushing the vacuum cleaner is easier than sweeping the steps. My opinion
Right.
from little
Right.
kids growing up.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. But I find myself doing, the same type of thing, twins, even with my daughter, because she's a lot like me. I was a tomboy with five brothers. You could just imagine every time,
Right.
we went to the grocery store, I can carry as many bags, if not more than them, because I was a big kid. So, I would just naturally just go grab all the bags and, things like that. Or like you said, sweeping the porch, raking the yard, stuff like that. I would just naturally associate it with the same type of chore as in the home. So, without the proper guidance and teaching, you'll be doing these things, and it'll
Mm-hmm.
turn into what we hear now a lot, masculine energy. So it transcends into that because it's you continue to do it. So you're developing this muscle memory, let's just say, for
Yep.
physical tasks that really aren't associated with your development. Knowing how to do it is one thing. That means doing it maybe once or twice, and that's good. But being consistent in doing this, and no one ever telling you, no, don't do that. Or, in my situation, like eventually my dad would tell me, when a man is around, let that man be a man, but that's not what he would teach us coming up. So when I was coming up, I had to do what my brothers had to do. When he was teaching us the art of fighting without fighting, when he's teaching us, how to take a blow. They got punched in their chest, I got punched in my chest. They got punched in the stomach, I punched in my stomach. So I had to be able to withstand whatever they was able to withstand, and they're 5 and 4 years older than I am. So,
Mm.
it depends on how you're being taught and what you're being taught. But at the end of the day, you know, it needs to be the educational piece is the significant piece. What we call here
Yes.
is the meat and potatoes, twins and I call. You got to give these young people the meat and potatoes as to why this is more appropriate, not a man's job, but why is this more appropriate for a man to do? And I think if we change that narrative and not say stuff like this is a man or woman's job, and just put it that it's more appropriate for a man to do this. This makes more it's more logical for a man to go and carry two 40-30 pound bags of trash to the can versus a woman who just got a fresh manicure or got her nails done. Because you also want to see that woman in that softer side. So, you
Mm-hmm.
got to make sure that she has the space to do that. You don't want your woman to be, coming and touching you, rubbing on your back, and her hands feel like sandpaper. Because you letting her be out here, raking leaves and taking out trash and whatever, fixing flat tires. you
Right.
know?
Now, like those things, I feel a woman should at least know how to do them, but shouldn't have to do them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, it's all with context, right? You know what I'm saying? Yes, you know how to rake the yard, but this is something that the man needs to do, right? And that's the most important key part of whatever the kids do at a young age. Okay, it needs to be done. That's number one. That's something you got to do if you have a man or a woman in your life or not. You need to do both these things. Period. As a man, you should know how to wash your clothes. You should know how to cook dinner. You should know how to do them things, regardless if you have a woman or not. You should at least know how to do these things. So when you
Mm-hmm.
do have a partner, y'all can be valuable to each other. Meaning that if you get off work earlier before she does, guess what? You can start dinner, and by the time she get home, she has dinner made, or vice versa, whatever. So,
Right.
but also what needs to happen is that yes, if you're the only girl growing up, or like you said, you were the oldest, and you had to do these things, you should have been told, educated, like, yes, you know how to do these things. Good job, baby girl. But at the same time, this is something that I need you to require your man to do when y'all get together. Your man needs to know how to change brakes, change tires, do these things. Even if he can't do them, he can take the car sort and get it done. Because
Right.
as a fact, right now, like every woman, even if you don't have a man or boyfriend or not, whatever, you should have a male friend that you can trust. Like, hey, I didn't get my brakes changed. Can you take my car and get it done for me? Because when a man goes and get something done in a car dealership, most men know what they're doing. So I'm not going there and walk out paying $1,000. Women,
Right.
when y'all walk in there, they're looking at y'all like lunch meat, like, yeah, we about to get her. Oh
Let's
yes.
talk about
Oh
it.
yeah.
Hmm.
And
Let's
you
talk
walk in there like, oh
about it.
yeah, man. But yeah, ma'am, I looked at your car. Yes, you need new brake pads. You need new rotors. Yeah, you need all that because you can drive and we'll pop off in 2 minutes. Like they scare you, and you
Mm-hmm.
like, for real, I need it. You're like, okay, then just do it. Especially if you had it, okay, just do it. But meanwhile, they didn't do nothing. And
Yep.
and like I said, and that's very important by having that either a man in your life or is someone you can trust to take it for you. Because I'm being honest with y'all, women do get taken advantage, even with buying a car. Heck, you don't need to have a husband, boyfriend, whatever. Take one of your male friends into the car dealership with you and let him do all the talking. And then once they
Mm-hmm.
get to the paper signing, guess what? You pull your information out. Okay, here's my information, my credit, boom, boom, boom. And but by then, you won't get knocked on top of the head. But these are things
That's
that you need to. But these are things you need to know at a young age.
and
Because yes, you can do it.
that's a great
Go
point.
ahead.
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it, but you just because you're able to do something does not
Mm-hmm.
necessarily mean that you ought to do that. Like, eventually, like I said, my father would say, well, when a man's around, let a man be a man. But he didn't say that till later on when he saw that he saw me in action. Like when, now my brothers, are older and I'm the first one at the car, carrying 6, 7 bags, and they got the bread or the grapes. Like,
Right.
no, when men are around, let them be men. So it came later, after this was already developed in me. So to my point, I have to say to my daughter, because she's like doing the same thing automatically. She's just doing it because even with me understanding that when a man is around, allow the man to be around. But if you're single mom, right, then that most times me, a man is not around. So you can do it and you tend to do it. And then you have your little daughter or your son watching you in your masculine energy. And she started to repeat that. And I had to tell her, no, you allow your brother to get it because one, he's here. Stop trying to beat him to the trunk to carry bags. Go upstairs and start putting the food away. You go manage the
Mm-hmm.
cabinet. Make sure that the vegetables go with the vegetables, and make sure that the rices and the sides go in the pantry. Which ones go in the pantry versus what goes in the cabinet? What's overflow. Make sure the cabinet has this first, and then whatever's extra goes into the pantry. So I have to be intentional and letting her know those things. You know. Okay, we got a message, twins. Hold on, I'm gonna go ahead and press play. Unless you got something to say on that.
No, you good. Go ahead.
All right.
That's facts. Like that's why I always get with a guy who knows how to work with his hands. Like I just love those types because like they take care of your car, anything that goes
Mm-hmm.
on in the house, like the toilet might flood or what did I do? I knocked my dang thermostat out the wall. When
Wow.
I was moving
What?
in, trying to get my kids' mattress and stuff moved up, and I slid it on the wall and knocked it out. He fixed that for me. I love dudes that, like you said, Miss I Speak Life. When men are around, it's time to let them be men. I love that. Now, my dad did teach me the basics, like how to change my oil, and then my boyfriend came in and taught me how to change out my brake pads, how to change my tire, little stuff like that. But they're around. So when my car does have an issue that I can't fix on my own or that they can't fix, they'll take it to the shop for me.
Yes.
That's it. Just kind of pretty much echo what I said earlier about having a man, what I'm saying, do those things. I mean, it's good that you know how to do them, but same time, you shouldn't be doing them, especially if you have a man around.
Right.
and
Right.
and
And be
and also another
comfortable
thing she
with
said,
that.
yes. But another thing she said though was very key is that her beginning of her statement, she said she liked to have a man who's hands on.
Yep. Good with his hands.
she she you know what I mean. She wants a man that can do stuff. So she now like that's a big deal right there. If you got a man and the only thing he now do is go in corporate office all day, look nice all day, and come home, that's it. I mean, yeah, he could be providing some good things as far as money and resources, but when something happened, he looking at you like, "What we gonna do, baby?"
Oh yeah, like what's up? Like wait, I gotta figure it
Right,
out for us. I gotta put it
right.
together. Yeah,
Like, could you?
absolutely. It is something. And me coming from a man, my dad's a carpenter, a contractor, so me coming from that is definitely like foreign if a guy can't do certain things, like put tile down. Now someone's like, wait, you don't know how to put flooring down? What's wrong with you? But
Listen,
it's
go ahead.
not as
No, go
common.
ahead. Finish.
No, I'm saying it's just not as common. So some things, some expectations from that, I thought all men knew how to do.
No,
Hang a blind, hang a door, put flooring down or tile down in particular. Things like that. I thought all men knew how to do those things, but I was sorely,
no,
sorely wakened in
no. Like
right.
honestly, some hold on before you hit play. Some of them things that men learn like that was learned in school, but guess what? They took those trade things out of school, which is
Yep.
as you see now, it has been a disservice for everyone across the board. It ain't got nothing to do with race. They take all them trades out of school, home ec, cooking. Those are life skills we used to learn in school, right?
Yep.
So that's
And that's how
crazy.
we started building our communities with these
Yeah,
trades. We get good with our hands, but they didn't think we would be both good with the hands and intelligent and intellectual. But I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna press play. We got two. And Job Corps, I think, is the only thing that still allows kids to like learn and have trade. So I just wanted to put
listen,
that
that's where I
out
got
there.
my degree from. Yeah, that's where I got my 2 year college degree from. Free college ride. But go ahead, hit play.
See? Exactly. We're gonna come back to that.
Completely understand what you're saying, girl, because my dad wasn't really in the picture and my mom was a single mom bouncing around from man to man. So when her boyfriend was at home or whatever, like we would bring home groceries and us girls were carrying the heavy milk jug or the heavy cases of water bottles or whatever. Even though we were little kids, we were following my mom and having that masculine energy. Well, my mom's choices and boyfriends were drug addicts, alcoholics, people that she met at the bar, whatever. Anyway, so me being the oldest sister, I had more masculine energy trying to be the dad and protecting my little sisters. And, well, not really the dad, just the other parent, you know what I'm saying? And just protecting them and guiding them and teaching them the things that my mom was neglecting to do so. And my dad just wasn't there to do it because he didn't want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah, well, we talk about those things. We even had a group on Clubhouse where we talked about those mommy hurts. And, my heart goes out to you, sis. And thank you for your comment. Thanks for sharing. Because I can see that, sometimes that hurt is still right there. It's relevant when you hear certain things like this. So I hope we're not being a trigger for you, but you get something from this where you feel, empowered to just keep moving, and allow people to be who they are. We just have to accept people for who they are and not even have an expectation of them to be anything other than them, you know. So yeah, it's definitely, I don't really talk about masculine energy too much because for me, twins help me a lot sometimes because I don't know where to gauge it, where it's becoming too masculine versus soft. I'm like, I try to talk with the soft blessings, everyone. I don't know. So, I hope you understand that, Miss. I speak life is speaking from this is my real life, genuine position on this topic. So we are solution based. So we talk about this so we can keep growing each other. Because I really still am like, I don't know how to gauge it. Like there's some men who like feminine energy, and if I've not ever really been around feminine energy, I don't even know what that looks like. And if you tell me that I have to talk in a soft voice, then 9 times out of 10, it's not gonna be real, and it's not gonna last. So I'm gonna go ahead and press play unless you got something else on that one, twin.
Are you good? Hit play.
I'm press play.
That part, like we get stopped, you know what I'm saying? Like we had a blowout, you know what I'm saying? It happens. We had a blowout. You know, he out there, it's hot. We in Texas. It's hot, you know, he took his shirt off, sweating, you know what I'm saying? All of it's changing out the tire. And I mean, it just looks so hot seeing man do manly things, fixing stuff and working with tools. I'm just like, oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Change that oil, baby.
I love the
Yeah,
energy. I love the
I
energy.
love it. Yes, change that oil, baby. Thanks, Queen. Absolutely. And I concur. I agree. Man, I don't care if you all the way in shape or not. It is sexy to see a man doing man things. So, yes, I concur. Let me hit play.
Absolutely. I completely see what you're saying. And I do still kind of feel that struggle with that because I still kind of have that independent type of um mentality, that those emotions still come into play. Like, I don't need a man. I can take care of myself. I can, if this is broken, I can fix it, and I can change a tire, and I can do this by myself. I don't need no man, because that's kind of the way that my mom talked to us. That's kind of the mentality that we picked up. And, myself especially. And so, like, I'm okay being single and everything. So I'm kind of afraid that if a good man does come into my life, like, I want him to know, I want you to be the man, and I want you to take over sometimes. I want you to, feel like you can protect me and guide me like a man is supposed to, be the head of the household and that kind of stuff. And right now, my energy is not that way, but I want to change.
Well, twins, you want to tell her like you tell. Listen, I can't. I'm not gonna say you in the right place, but I'm gonna say I understand where you are and where you're coming from. Thank you again for sharing, because again, Miss I Speak Life, this has been a struggle. Um, and that's twins. Go ahead, twins. I'm gonna let you give her a word of encouragement or direction. Cause y'all don't like no bossy women. I do know that, sis. I know one thing for sure. They want us to be their peace. I can't tell you all of how that looks, but they want us to be feminine and soft and their peace. Strong enough to be their peace, but soft enough to be their peace. Isn't that something? I'm about to hashtag that.
Yeah, hashtag that. So, just to provide a little clarity here, I would just say this. Um, there's nothing wrong of all the things that you have been through and all the things that you had to do, right? So you should be able, or hopefully you should work on it on how to turn it on and turn it off, right? So if you have a man, and I ain't referring to a boy, I'm talking about to a man, give him that opportunity to do those things that you would probably do yourself, right? Now, also be mindful of this. If he is the man that he is, he's going to do those things, but also let it be known that when he's going to do something, make sure it's like give him the time to do it. Like if you want to go out there and change the oil right now, and he'll say, "I'll get to it, babe," but you want to do it right now. See, that doesn't work. See, that's like no, I want you done now. So that's masculinity right there. Like I'm gonna get to it, chill out. But I'm just giving you an example. I'm not saying that's what you do, but I'm just trying to give you an example of what masculinity looks like. Or you get mad, you got to do it yourself. Now you're outside getting your hands dirty, grease all over the place, and mad at me because I didn't do it when you wanted me to do it. That's an example of masculinity
Oh, I've
being
been
like
there.
mean that right. So see what I'm saying? We'll get to it because at the end of the day, as a grown man, and I'm referring to man, I'm not referring to these boy men. I'm talking about man. At the end of the day, no man want to be told to do something as a grown man. Like I was once I'm at my mom's house, no other woman could tell me what to do besides maybe my boss at work. Now, the wife still can speak to me. I'm not saying she can't talk to me at all, but what I'm saying is that when you want me to do something, okay, I'll do it, babe. But don't put a pressure on like I need it done now. Whoa, hold up now. We'll back up for a second, because then you go
So
and do it, and then you're
what
mad at
if
me.
it's something she needs done right away? Like,
Well, if once again, if it's something right away, we gonna do it right away. It's based on the urgency. So, for example,
But
I'm
she
working from
might find it
home.
urgent, and you might find it not so urgent.
True, but if it's something you want me to do, then you want to wait till I get to it. Like, for example, she had a flat tire, right? And I know she wanted to go somewhere, so I had to. All right, either I call the progressive to get them come out and change it, or do it myself, right? Depending on the urgency, how far she needs to go. But even add to it, you can take my car if it's serious. Just take my car and go. But if you want to be, but if you want to be emasculating, like, no, I don't want to take your car. I want to take my car. Okay, well,
Yeah,
I'll get
no,
to it when I get to
that's
it.
different.
You,
So
you know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
that
No, but
once you
but stuff
provide
like
a
that
service,
happens though.
yeah,
That,
I
you know what I'm
know, I
saying?
know.
Okay.
Yeah, I get it. But I would think that once the man, so I guess, because we can be told we're in masculine energy from boys. So I want to be clear, because when you say certain things, then I feel like, well, that wouldn't be my position. So am I really in my masculine energy, or am I not dealing with men? Because that will definitely change the narrative and what the young sister and myself is saying. Because I can speak for myself. If you pose that same scenario and you present a solution, I don't care what the solution is. You know what I mean? Unless your car stink and full of garbage, then if you keep your car up to par, like I keep my car up to par, and you're not sending me on a road and nothing dangerous, the check engine light on or nothing crazy, then absolutely okay, I'll take your car, and you'll have that done, when I get back, or you'll let me, whatever. But so yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with that. So
I
it
mean,
wouldn't
it's really
be
big.
masculine energy from me on that one.
Right. It's really based on the context where it is, but I mean, it also comes down to this: like the man you with, like in the dating stages, you should know if he's a man's man or not. So if you don't pick up the little signs now, then you kind of set yourself up for failure for dealing with a little boy instead of a man. But you can hit
Right, but
play.
I think it depends on where you're coming from, because like you said, if that's all she saw was single woman, then her chances are, or even in my case, even though I saw my mom and my dad, if all I saw was what my dad show represented, then it doesn't mean that I'm still going to be, able to just know a man if these people around
Right.
me have boy tendencies or just single mom situation. But
Okay.
I'm
But
gonna see
I
what
say
she goes
this.
with.
I say this though. Um, if the man volunteers to do it, let him do it. Right.
Yes.
Sometimes you gotta sit back and just let him do it. Hey, let me do this. No, I got it. Let me do this. I got all right. Then I'm gonna sit back, and I'm not gonna argue with you, right? With changing something, and you get frustrated, and you mad at me. How come you're not helping me? I offered to do it. You didn't want to do it. Masculine. But you can hit play.
Now, if she offered to do, like, okay, you offer to do it, she say, no, I
Yeah.
got it, let me do it. Would you offer to help her do it, or you just like, I F it, do it by yourself?
It depends on how the delivery was, right? It depends
Okay.
on the
All right,
delivery.
wait. Before we go into that, because that's kind of like a separate question. Let's see what they had to
Yep.
say on what we were just talking about.
Hi, Miss I Speak Life and Twins Inc. Twins Inc. You
Hey,
just mentioned
girl.
something. So, based on you said a woman, you don't like a woman telling you what to do or how she tells you or whatever the case may be. So my question is this: with your wife, and just okay, yeah, I just use your wife because you mentioned your wife. So you always know when she needs gas in her car. You have a schedule of when her oil needs to be changed and things of that nature when it comes to that. So, or if the toilet is broken and she said, hey, babe, the toilet's broken, is that okay to say that to you? I mean, or do you just know everything and keep an eye on everything, and she rarely, if ever, has to say anything to you about what needs to be done?
Great question. To
Good
answer all
question.
those questions, those should be all communications between one another, right? Especially if I'm not driving your car every day, you know what I'm saying? I won't know all those detailed things, right? But like for example, with technology, right? I have this little plug-in thing that goes in the car, and it gives me a diagnostic test all the time on the car, so it lets me know when it needs to get done. Like for example, her battery needs to get changed. I'm gonna get that changed this weekend because I can't afford for her to be somewhere and get stuck and stranded. But like if the toilet's messed up, I mean, if I don't know, normally I normally know these things, but if I don't know, I would want her to tell me, say, hey babe, something wrong with the toilet. I'll take a look at it and then I'll do XYZ and like, all right, I get it placed here, XYZ. So communication needs to be there. So my wife shouldn't be afraid to come to me and tell me something that I don't know. And if I
Right.
do say something, guess what? I'm gonna tell her, hey babe, just let you know the toilet's kind of weird, so be careful when you use it. So it goes both ways. If I see something wrong, I'm gonna let her know, like, hey, don't use that toilet as much because it's about to go and I'm gonna get it replaced. So, it should be communication. If you can't have communication with each other, that's a problem.
Right. I like this part, right, where you said now it goes both ways. So when you tell her, and this is a situation I've actually dealt with at one point, when you tell her, hey babe, I noticed your tire's getting flat, right? You're on your way to work. And you say, hey babe, I noticed your tire's getting flat. What's the expectation from there? Because you're in your car, right? You pull out of the driveway, you see, oh snap, her tire's going flat. What do you do from there?
Well, me, I'm gonna go and get them replaced. And the reason why I say me personally, because 9 out of 10 times when she goes somewhere, it's usually her and her mother or her and the kids. So I
Right.
can't take that risk if she blow out a tire on, Atlanta, Georgia on a busy highway and they swerve in XYZ. So I'm gonna get that done ASAP. Now, if I can't get done ASAP, I'm like, hey, take my car when you're driving this distance. If you're going around a corner, okay, cool, but still be careful. But I'm gonna get that done for her.
Right. Now, if you're headed out, right now, so and she needs to get to work too. Like, do you okay, babe, look, I'll send you an Uber,
Oh,
or what do you do? Because do you let her just drive there?
okay,
Do you send her
okay,
to the place? All right, you go get the tire fixed and you just send her the money for like what happens in that?
okay. In two scenarios here. So, the first one is, if possible, I'll swap cars with her. Meaning that you take my car, I take your car. If I have to go somewhere, right? I'll swap cars. Two, two. We have a good reliable mechanic, right? Someone we build a relationship with, right? So if for some reason that I couldn't do it, I could send her go to the mechanic spot who take care of both of us, and he'll take care of her and us. You know what I'm saying? With no problem. She wanted to get knocked on top of their head, and then on top of that, they so cool she can drop the car off and they take her back home because we got that trust, depending on the scenario.
Right. So it's like
But
you
like,
will take care of it and you send her. I already talked to them. It's handled. Just go there, or they're coming to get the car.
right?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
What
not
was the
gonna wait
other
until.
scenario?
Well, the first one was I'll swap the cars. So if I had to go somewhere and she gotta go somewhere, but we don't got time to go to the car dealership, I will take the car and take the risk and drive. Is what I'm saying. Does that make
Got you.
sense?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
To
yeah, yeah.
me, that makes sense. And then a woman would not have if a woman was operating in her masculine energy, she would be saying something contrary to whatever your solution is. Like, no, I want it now. That type of thing.
Yeah, you breaking up a little bit, but yeah, I mean, if she wasn't a masculine, like, no, I need done now. I want to take a car. Okay, now that's being, what I'm saying? That's not being fair because apparently I got something I need to do. You got something you need to do. And I'm like, okay. I mean, hopefully I can catch it before it happened, but I'm like, how come you didn't catch it sooner? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's take some accountability, right? Like, you drive in the car every day, you have kids, you're going to be on the road. Don't you do that? Because every
Right.
time I get in my car, I do a full observation. Don't wait.
Right. We know
Don't
what
wait
you
till
do.
the last minute and then try to ring the alarm.
Right. I'm gonna go ahead and press play. We got two messages.
Yep.
Well, I'm trying to press play. It's not allowing me to. Can you
All
press
right. Let me
play again?
try it.
All
Yep.
right,
Let
you
me
go.
try it.
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing. You guys are so encouraging. You're very helpful. Thank you so, so much. However, I do have one question based on what Twin said. Um, I'm curious because you said I should learn how to turn it on and turn it off. So, is it okay that I go to the gun range and I'm in a kickboxing class? Is that okay? is is that okay if I do those types of things? Because that is something I'm interested in, something I want to do, but I'm trying to be more feminine at the same time. Like, and I don't wear makeup all the time. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not that type of girl. And I don't wear dresses all the time, stuff like that. I mean, I might wear them to church, but I want to be more feminine. However, even my job entitles me to be in a masculine energy because I deal with behaviors all day. So, what do you think? What would you say?
Great question. So first
Go
off,
ahead.
um, great question. So I'll say this. I mean, not question, but so one, you go to the gun range. That is a plus. I don't think that's masculine at all. So continue to go to the gun range. Number two, if you do kickboxing, that is wonderful. Continue to do kickboxing because I have a daughter. I'm raising her to protect herself because I can't always be around. Her brother can't be around, and I really don't want to go to jail because I will if I have to. But if she can protect herself, that's a plus. I don't understand why a lot of fathers don't raise their daughters how to protect yourself. And you being able to protect yourself is not masculine. If you not handle a gun, it's not masculine. Because there could be a scenario where I can't get to the gun, but you can. But if you get to the gun and you now use it, we're both dead. But if I'm jammed up and you can get the gun and shoot them, hey, we got the Mr. and Mrs. Smith going on. Cool. Now, as far as you wearing dresses and stuff, it depends. I mean, you may not feel comfortable wearing dresses all the time. So I say, listen, I'll say this: for your man, make sure you stay sexy for him. Not saying you gotta do it all the time. There gotta be a compromise, right? If you're not always don't like wearing dresses and skirts sometimes, cool, I understand. But let's compromise. Sometimes we can come to a equal place. I have no problem with that. And then also work. Can't help you on the work, but I understand. But I can't help you on that one. I'm not gonna say leave your job, but I understand there. But I don't know exactly what you do, and that's kind of hard for me to answer that one. So I'm sorry. Go ahead,
Well,
Miss
I
Eli. Do you have anything
completely
to add?
agree with you. No, I completely
Yeah.
agree with you. I just muted because I'd be like, and stuff, and I realized it could be a little distracting. So I muted so I could say my
Okay.
and yes, you know, because, like I said, but I completely agree. I feel like, I have my gun permit. I go to the gun range, and I don't feel masculine. My 13-year-old daughter goes to the gun range, and we shoot in 45s and all kinds of things, Glock 9s, whatever. So I don't think, like Twin said, no, that's not masculine. You do need to know how to
Nah.
protect yourself in the things, even if you don't ever have to fix those things. And I think that's what we should teach our children, period. Preparation
Mm-hmm.
is the part. That's what parenting is. And a lot of times we get it confused with wanting little miniature versions of ourselves. Oh, you my mini me. Oh, you my best friend. Oh, you my king. Bruh, no, you about to be you're preparing this child to be an adult. So I agree with Twins. Now, in terms of work, what he said
Yeah, that's
earlier,
tough.
Twizzler said you have to
Yeah.
learn how to turn it off and on. And then, I'm sorry, it's going to be these types of conversations as well, because if you haven't had that representation of a real man, you can be bamboozled and taken advantage of, just like Twins mentioned when you go to the dealership. We already know that men will take advantage of a damsel in distress, but he mentioned something really key, um, and that's us being prepared to be that way. So when he said he's not going to teach his daughter to be that damsel in distress, she'll be able to handle herself. You'll be able to fight. You'll fight if you have to. You'll be able to pull the trigger if you have to. But ultimately, you'll have that judgment. You'll have that sound judgment. So he's not just teaching her, here's how you shoot a gun with no meat and potatoes. So I think it's the meat and potatoes that's going to really make the difference, where you could still be feminine and prepared.
Facts. And also, real quick before you hit play,
Mm-hmm.
just a few things to kind of like, so because a lot of ladies don't understand when we say masculine, what that masculine looks like, right? So you playing with guns, you working out, kickboxing, all that. That's not masculine. All that masculinity for me personally is like a woman. We're walking right, and she spits, hit the like a man.
Ew.
Like that's masculine for me, right? Or if I'm walking to the door, right, and I'm going to open the door for you, and you got it, I don't need it. I get that's let me open the door for you. Let me get that for you. I can do it myself. I don't need no help. Masculine energy right there. You know, oh, I had to throw one slip my mind, but those are things that we look at as masculine. Or if a group of guys are talking, whatever, we talking about football, whatever. Um, and you can always chime in because a woman who knows sports is cool, right? Not a problem with that. And you can always chime in and talk about football with us, X, Y, Z. But when you start getting a conversation with us, you're like, yeah, bruh. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like you're talking, like I need you to still be that Phenom side, but yeah, I like Tom Brady too. He's very cute. Da 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 da. Yeah, but you get all hit him hard. No, who manages this? I mean, who girls this? Because that's too masculine. That's all. Just give
Oh
you a few
man.
examples.
Well, Miss I Speak Life got some work to do, but I'm gonna press play first.
There you see her sitting there across the app. She got a lot to say, but there's something about her. And you don't know why, but you're dying to try. You wanna kiss the girl. Yes, you want her. Look at her, you know you do. Possible she wants you too, but there's only one way to ask her. And it don't take a word, not a single word. Go on and kiss the girl. Sha-la-la-la-la-la, my oh my. Look like the boy too shy. He ain't gonna kiss the girl.
Hey, thank you for not muting that one. Let's get a big
Ow,
shout.
you think I'm a mute? What? The Little Mermaid?
Hey,
Never. You know I'm a
hey,
mute head. I don't care how picky or what it is. I'm gonna listen to that, okay? I almost
hey,
started
everybody.
singing with her.
Hey, let's get a big shout out to our sponsor, Play Dollar Barbie, for the musical vocals of Kiss,
We
Little
appreciate you,
Mermaid. Big
honey.
shout out to her.
Yes, thank you. That was beautiful. I'm
All
going
right,
to
hit
press
play.
play for this next one.
Most definitely positive energy. It's okay to go to the gun range and to go to kickboxing classes, of course. You can be feminine and still know how to protect yourself.
Facts.
Of course. That's
That's what
awesome.
makes
Yes.
sense to me.
And right now you're single. So those things are necessary. Those things are a need. So yes, most definitely. Continue to do so.
Yep,
Thank you,
like I
Queen.
said.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Every woman should know how to handle a gun and take care of herself. Always. Not saying she have to, but hey, you never know. You might be in a brawl, son, in a bar, and you can knock somebody out. Then you catch them slipping. Pow! Oh, got knocked out. You know what I'm saying? But that's not masculine at all. I don't care. Shoot, if
I
that's the
think.
case, shoot.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Now I was gonna say, shoot. If you go to the gun range, I'm coming with you. We'll be shooting today. What you doing, kickboxing? Let's go. I'm trying to get these hands up too. Let's go. I can't
I
have you
know
knock me
that's
out every
right.
time. Listen. I need to know how to learn how to block your punches. Let's go.
Right. Well, you said it. You said it best. Like one of my favorite movies is Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I love,
Right.
Angelina Jolie. I love both of them actually. So it's a dope movie, but that's why I felt like no, that's preparation. That is not, masculinity. But here's where masculinity will lie in that situation. Like you just mentioned, if you're in a brawl or you're getting mugged. So if you're with your man, we're gonna just keep echoing. Allow that man, not even if he's your man or not, but a man, period. Allow that man to be a man. So if someone does, something arises, allow him to respond to it first. Don't be the first.
Mm-hmm.
Don't launch that
Yes.
situation to take it. Let the man approach it or respond to it first. And if it's,
Yes.
you have to, then you go ahead and you assist the man, but let him handle it first, and if he's not
Yes.
handling it appropriately, which may sometimes happen, then, you might want to take him to the side, like, look, babe, I can better assist this situation by way of blah, blah, blah. Inform him of what you're trying to do, and then, go ahead that route. But
Hold on. Guys, and listen, let me add this to the caviar about you going to the gun range, which is so awesome, right? Let's say both you and your significant other both go to the gun range, right? But you go way more than he do. He goes 3 days a week. You go 5 days a week, right? Just to give you an example. So you shooting all the time. You're a pro at it, right? Y'all
Mhm.
have kids, right? Y'all have kids. In the middle of
Mhm.
the night, 3 o'clock in the morning, y'all both got snoring and crusting your eyes. You hear somebody kicking the door, right? Even though you might be the better shooter, right? But in your feminine role, I need you to go and secure the kids, lock the door, barricade yourself, get your gun as well as protection, and be my last line of resort. I don't care if you work for the CIA, you're a sniper. I don't care about none of that. If somebody kicks in
What?
the door, I need you. No, listen, somebody kicks in the door. I need you to protect the kids. I'm gonna go out there and risk my life because that's the role of a man. Now, if you want to run out there and be, I got it, babe, get the kids. No, that's masculine energy, regardless. And the
Yeah,
reason
I
why I
think
say that,
letting a man
hold on.
respond first is right.
Yeah,
I think that's right.
and also think about this too. Think about before people go crazy, if anyone does. Okay, yes, she might be the better shooter, right? She might be the better shooter out of the family in the whole house, right? I'm gonna give her that, right? But what happens if you go first and they take you out right away? Now the kids and me have the least amount of. Now we probably still survive, but the point is that they took out our best shooter. Okay,
Mhm.
so now, daddy scared, whatever, shaking the gun. Oh shoot, they took my baby out, and I got to protect these kids. And then what? So regardless if you're the better shooter or not, because I was arguing with somebody else. Well, I'm the better shooter. I'm going no, because if I can give y'all at least 5 seconds more to prepare yourself for whatever may happen, I'm gonna sacrifice my life to make sure y'all good.
Right,
Listen, I
right.
got life insurance. Y'all be all right. So I need y'all to survive. I need y'all to survive. So I need you to go and get your gun, get set up. They come, you take them out. But let me be first. So that's an example of masculinity role. So if you have an
Exactly.
argument with your significant other talking about, no, I'm going because I'm the better shooter. That's a prime example of masculinity. That's good. You can
Yes.
shoot better, but I need. So that's all I want to say there. But go ahead.
Now if y'all don't have any children, like Mr. and Mrs. Smith did, they didn't have any children. So I
No,
mean
no,
they
we
were
ain't,
just
we ain't playing that.
handling
Nope.
things.
Same.
They
Listen,
were just
same
handling
rules
things.
apply. Listen, same rules apply. I don't care. I'm gonna go
Now,
first.
well, in that case, he took the front, she took the back. So
Oh, true. Yeah. See, but yes, even the movie, he took the front, she took the back. So guess what? She has backup, but they was dope together.
yeah, it really was a great watch. So I'm gonna go ahead and press play. But yes, to your point, the men, and like I said, the man should be able to respond first. Let him respond. And I'm saying respond intentionally because I think that's another thing that separates the boy from the man. As I ponder and we have these conversations, right? I'm just trying to help my sisters out. Is a man is going to respond. He's going to process the situation and have a logical, meaningful, response. A boy is going to react. He's just going to blow up or whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and press play if you don't have nothing on that.
Yep, you good.
Twins, I understand what you're saying. So I mean, as the man, he needs to be the shooter first. I get why you're saying that, but at the same time, if you let the woman shoot first, her emotions might come into play, and it's very possible that she could hesitate. And I don't think a man would hesitate to shoot an intruder. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying the woman would
Facts.
always hesitate, but I
Right.
think she has a higher percent chance of hesitation versus the man. And okay, so I also wanted to say, like, I like motorcycles. My dad raised me. He was in a biker club. Like, his dad was also into bikes, and so was my mom's dad. So, like, it's in my blood. And I've always liked riding. Is that okay, too? I mean, I'll let you shoot the intruder, and I'll let you kill all the spiders and all that kind of stuff, but I want to ride the motorcycle, too. Is that all right with you?
I love her. Yo, I
Hey,
love positive energy. Thank you.
hey, listen. So to answer the question there. So first off, on the possibility of her freezing up, I wasn't gonna say that, but you said it, so I'm gonna run with it. But I agree because as a man and a man who has guns, I'm gonna be honest with you. we're itchy. I don't wish no one to come to my house, but God, so if they come in this house, I finally get to use them. I know it's wrong. It's wrong. But I don't care.
But
If I come
all
to the
the
house
men,
and I
majority of the men feel that exact same way.
yeah,
Like
so
I've been
right,
itching for it.
right. Going to the gun range is cool, but I mean, it's not that we want to kill somebody. I'm not saying that. The point is this: we got the gun for protection. If somebody's all the way in the house invading my peace, my privacy, oh, it's whatever at this point. I'm making sure you're all the way in the house because I'm gonna empty the whole clip in you. Self defense. Now I have insurance. Let's go and do it. Let's play. You want to play? Let's play. But I'm just thinking in my head that it's a possibility. What happened if a woman goes first and she see and it might be a kid? She might freeze up. I'm not saying that's
Absolutely,
true,
absolutely. That would
but
stun her.
she
That would put her at
that,
a
that's
she'd fold
right,
for a moment. Absolutely. I'm
right,
going to
and
press
that
play.
wait, don't play it.
Okay.
So that 1 second of a pause can cost you everything. Now to answer her second question, um, as far as you riding bikes, no. Listen, I went to Myrtle Beach for Bike Week. Listen, I've been hooked on wanting to get a bike for
Did you say
years.
no?
No, I said no. It's not masculine. Her riding a
Oh,
bike is not
okay.
masculine at all. And like when I went to Bike Week, I had so much fun. I want to get a bike so bad, but why keep saying no? But that's not masculine at all. I'll just say this: you whoever man you marry or meet, whatever, just make sure he line up to everything that you're doing. Because honestly, I wouldn't have a problem with you riding a bike. I wouldn't have a problem with you having a gun, shooting. This all fun things I would do with you. So those are not a problem. Now, and I'll let you know a man from a boy. Like you sound like you're type of woman that hey, let's go travel somewhere. Let's go in the woods. Let's go ride our bikes. You see like the adventurous woman. I'm not,
An
so I think
adventurous
all
woman.
yeah, she's not afraid to get her hands dirty. I mean, she right, hey, let's go. You want to have some fun? Let's go. Hop on our bikes. Let's ride out. Come back tomorrow sometime. That's what
Yes,
I'm
I
saying.
agree. Like my family too come from a bike club. Like my uncle is like he's famous for, in his club. And even if I go to the club and any day I get free drinks, they love me in there, so some of that is just a part of it. I'm speaking about
Yeah,
motorcycles right now, right? Part of it is just a part of it for us. It's a part of our journey because of the men that were in our lives or what we were exposed to. So these conversations, though, do give a lot of clarity to the levels and the distinguishing that boy man thing because, I think a lot of times we do come across certain things that tend to lend to the guy being a boy or just haven't tapped into all of his masculinity. So because what he was exposed to or not exposed to. Because what about the late bloomers like we talk about and stuff like that too. So I'm gonna press play.
okay.
Twinsinc, that was very strategic because I was thinking we both like secure the kids, but that would be your second line of defense. I'm somewhere
Mm-hmm.
off in the cut, so if you go down, I'm gonna get them. But what you said was, well, I would have never thought about going first. I'm just not built like that. If it's a man there and my husband is there and he's a shooter too, then of course he's gonna go first. But I'm damn sure gonna be right somewhere in the cut, waiting to pop something. Should he go down? They ain't even gonna know where it came from, and my baby's gonna be fine too. But I get what you're saying. But I thought that was very strategic what you said. You don't want them to take out your best shooter. That's right. You're
Right.
absolutely right.
See,
Right.
see, see. At the same time, I bring my woman up. Yeah, no, but I'm going further because you're the better shooter. See, that's all. Listen, we need y'all. We need help me. Yes, help me.
Help me.
So yeah, you don't have to be first.
Help us. Yes.
Yes, and that's what it come down to. You know what I'm saying? Like men, well, most men, real men, we think about those things. Like I even have a whole strategic plan if something were ever to happen. Like, okay, I'm gonna do this. Got it mapped out in my head. I'm gonna do this. I even role played it. All right, but that's it though. I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, we're talking about those masculine energy and how to idealize them or whatever. No, you're not masculine at all because you want to do those things. Not at all. And I'll just say this: when you decide to get married or be in a relationship, just make sure you find the man that's equally yoked to you. And this ain't nothing to do with religion. It's just that You want somebody who can ride bikes with you, someone who can shoot guns with you, because those things you like to do. And the person
Right.
you be with should be the same person who like to do the same things. I don't care how much money you make. If he doesn't do what you do, y'all not gonna work. He'll be mad at you. Why you always going to the range? Why you always fighting? How come you don't wear dresses? How come you ride a
Hmm.
bike? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got kids. You can't ride a bike. You know, you'll get you a whiny man
Oh man,
because he might
whiny.
have a good job. Yeah. So, like I say, I don't know if you still listen or not, but make sure you find someone who's equal to you so y'all can do fun things together. Because you sound like a fun lady. You have great fun. But
Yeah,
yes,
equally
as
yoked
far
is definitely the wave, and it dispels that whole double standard that we initially started talking about. Because now it's not that, oh, men do this, men do that. There are some things that we can do and do it together as a unit, and it'd be really fun, like Twins are saying, and dope. But you have to get somebody that you're equally yoked to, somebody that enjoy these things on the same vibrations as you, and not, oh, this is for man and this is for woman type of thing. These are adult things that adults find to be fun. You know what I mean? Stop taking
right,
some of the gender off of certain things, because it's not relatable, or it's just a double standard altogether. I'm gonna press play though.
hmm
You guys are so, so helpful. Thank you so much. I followed you both. So I just need to know where the lines are at when it comes to feminine and masculine energy. Cause it's okay for me to ride a bike and do boxing and shoot a gun. It's okay to do all that. So does that mean, do I need to make up for that lost feminine energy somewhere else? Like, does that mean I should be cooking and cleaning and staying home with the kids, or like, how am I
Question.
supposed to remain feminine and doing all this masculine stuff? Riding a bike and all this kind of stuff. Like, I guess I know that this type of stuff is usually pretty masculine, and you're saying it's not, but I feel like I need to make up for that femininity somewhere else. Like, I don't, I guess I don't know what to say.
I love her questions.
positive vibes. Love it.
Hmm.
So first off, I'll say this. First, just love yourself. That's number one. Number two, don't
Amen.
ever don't ever stop doing things that you love to do just to cater to somebody else. Listen, I promise you, there's a man out there who loves doing all those things you like to do. Trust me. Now, yes, you want to make sure you have some sexiness to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you're not riding bikes every day. You're not shooting your gun every day. Well, you may ride a bike every day, but you're probably not shooting every day. You're probably not boxing every day, or maybe 3 days a week, whatever. But once again, it's still gonna fall down to make sure you find someone who's on the same level, same wavelength that you are, right? But then, my question I have to you is this: are you open to do, some of these feminine things? Well, you know what? Let me ask you a question. I want you to reply. When
Wait,
you think
before
about
wait, wait, wait,
feminine,
wait. Also, before you ask the question, right?
okay,
And when you say be sexy in these spaces, so if you're
yeah,
doing boxing, right, kickboxing or anything, you don't have to wear the boxer shorts, the boxing shorts or the basketball shorts and the what they
wait,
call
wait, wait,
sports
wait, wait,
bra.
wait.
You
Hold
could
on, hold
wear
on.
sexy wear as well
Well,
in
no,
those
I get that, but
environments.
but you understand that when she's doing her training, she's training with other men. She ain't training with her man, so she can't wear
Oh, I
sexy
thought you
stuff
was talking
with personal
about them
trainer.
together. That's what I'm saying. I thought you were saying you guys can definitely do those things together, because we were talking about being equally
Oh,
yoked. So I'm
oh
I'm
yeah, yeah.
talking from that perspective of when she's
Okay,
with her man doing these things, she could still present a sexiness to her in a feminine space. I mean, a femininity to her, even in that shared workout space, whether it's kickboxing or if
okay.
you at the gun range. You can still have your hair put up in a bun or whatever. You could still be cute. I know I'm cute when I go to the gun range. Um, of course, I'm making sure that my nails are, well, one thing that I do in particular is I still have my nails done, but my nails have to be short enough for me to ball my fists at any given moment, just in case. So they're
hmm
nice. They're coughing. They're in with the end and got designs and all that great stuff. But I'm still able to hold a pistol. I'm still able to ball my fist, whether I'm boxing or if whatever the case is. So, but you can still be
Right, and
a
I,
woman in those areas.
right, and It just slipped my mind.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
But you had a question for her. I know that you were about to ask her a question, and that's positive vibes
Yeah,
that I'm saying when I say her. You
yeah,
were asking
right, right.
positive
Positive.
vibes a question.
Yes, yes. The question I want to ask is, what do you consider being feminine to you? I want to hear your personal thought. What does that mean to you? Because, I think you said earlier you don't wear makeup. Well, my wife don't wear makeup, and she I mean she might put makeup on if we go out somewhere nice or went to a wedding, but her wearing makeup wasn't a deal breaker for me, right? So I just want to know your thought process. What does being feminine mean to you, or being ladylike? What does that look like to you?
Oh, being ladylike, that's a narrative change right there instead of saying feminine. But let me
Yeah,
rest
yeah.
away and give her a chance to uh
Hmm.
respond.
And positive energy. When you go to the gun range, what do you wear? Right? When you ride a bike, what do you wear? I'm not talking about Daisy Dukes and things of that nature. But what you wear to the gun range can be feminine. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about stilettos, but how you dress when you do those activities. And when you look at yourself doing those activities, look at what you have on, look at what you're wearing. Because you can still do those things and be feminine. It could be something as small as your earrings or the color you wear or the type of jeans you wear. Yeah, or if you wear jeans, or I don't know. It could be the bike suit that you wear. Do you wear a bike suit or do you just like throw on something with some boots and and your helmet? You can have a feminine helmet. There are a lot of ways.
So yeah, she just echoed. Thanks again, Queen, for that comment. She just echoed what I was just saying too, and also to always understand it's your aura. It's the way you step. I don't care what you have on in real life, because I dress like a tomboy almost all of my life, but I was always a girl, So it's how you step into the room, how you carry yourself. You can be whimsical. You don't have to be hard in these spaces. You know what I mean? Don't cock the gun to the side and be popping gum or, nothing crazy. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you can still be soft in these spaces, even though you're being assertive. You don't have to be hard. And I think that's something that also, pinpoint. So, yeah, I
Yeah,
think that's another thing.
yeah. So Miss Four just what's it? For just cake, for just
Yes,
sake. So she
for
said a
justice
lot of
sake.
great things there, and it all makes sense. Like you said, when you go, what are you wearing? You don't have to wear, like you said, Daisy Dukes or boots like that. You don't have to wear those things. But I mean, because you said you do kickboxing, that lets me know that you work out. I'm not saying you might be a top model and like that, whatever. I don't know, because but if you're working out, that means you care about your health. So fitted jeans with a fitted shirt, all those things. You don't have to be super tight where you can't breathe or you feel uncomfortable. But
Right,
you know, it's sometimes it's just the small things. I'm not saying you have to wear heels and go to the gun range or heels on a bike, but colors
but
too. You know
would
what I'm
you
saying? People
find
wear a
that
lot of
sexy? Tell the truth.
a woman with heels in the gun range. I'm like,
Yes, sir.
yeah, yeah, it would be. I ain't gonna lie, yeah, it would.
Yes,
I'm like,
sir.
okay, okay.
Right.
Okay, look, that takes skill. You shooting and you on heels too. Okay, that takes some skills right there.
Absolutely. So yes. So positive vibes and anyone else listening. So if you got it like that, ain't nothing wrong with wearing them pumps though. Because Miss I Speak Life, I love a good 6-inch heel. I'm way more comfortable in heels than I am in sneakers. So that's why I said I know a guy would like that as well. But you don't have to
Yeah,
do that. I agree. It's not necessary to be sexy. You could still be sexy, and I think that's what we're lending to, is being
yeah,
sexy and feminine, and just being in the present in that moment. Not being hard and hardcore. Um, you know, I think that's what makes a difference right there as well.
yeah. And
So
like I said, colors do
is there a
matter.
double standard is in there? That means for men too, because here we go. We talking about double standards, and Twinsinc and I do not always see eye to eye on this here right here. But I feel like men can be sexy too, and we do. Women tend to be you guys, y'all can be low maintenance. Like women will find things sexy that are not supposed to be sexy, like a man sweating. Ugh, how's that supposed to be sexy? But we will find that sexy. You know what I mean? In some strange way. But when we doing things
Well,
like that together, I would want my man to want to come like in the nice fitted shirt as well. You know what I mean? We doing fit boxing, take your shirt off. You know, you don't need a shirt on. That's all I'm gonna
well, I
say.
mean, I believe one caller said earlier in the call that she likes a man who now change a tire and get dirty. That's something that turns her on. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's always course to each his own. But I mean,
Yeah, but I'm talking about the
um,
attitude. I'm talking about, see, I'm not talking, that's why I mentioned it could be sexy, sweaty. It could be sexy, tight shirt, fitted shirt. But I'm talking about the attitude y'all come with needs to be, I want to be sexy for my woman as well.
I
Yes.
mean, I can't speak for all the men, but I know I do. I'm 39 years old, but I work out consistently for one, health, and also two, to stay sexy for the wife. I mean, that's my top reason. You know what I'm saying? I make sure when I look down, I can still see everything. I got no belly blocking nothing. That's my motivation, right?
Oh,
I'm trying to be I'm trying to be her eye candy, right? You know what I'm saying?
God.
Yeah, I work out, but I like to look good when I get dressed up. I like to wear my two piece. I don't want to look like the penguin. I want to like James Bond or somebody out here. Like, who's that?
I know
That's all.
that's right.
So
You want to be on your Mr.
now,
Smith?
yeah, I'm telling you, my Mr. Smith. I mean, even if I'm running to the store, I try to match. I throw sweatpants on, gray shirt, gray shoes. I try to match. I don't just throw anything on. I ain't wearing red, green, yellow. I'm going to the store real quick. Nah, I try to match. So I mean, but some men they don't. They just whatever. I'm just going like this. I'm doing best they here. Listen, I do all those small things because it matters.
Yes, like manicures, pedicures. Let your wife do that stuff to you. Don't be feeling all, oh, don't touch my feet and all, trying to make it like I'm a manly man. Allow these women to cater to you. I was just in a room, we were talking about, a man watching a football game, and instead of annoying him and getting on his nerves about the game, if you're not in that lane. Now, some people like Miss I Speak Life, I watch football. I'm that one that Twinsinc be talking about, like, bro. Yo, Brady is the GOAT, son. Like, he was talking about me, because that'd be me. He said, don't do that. Don't do that. Get that out your mind, ladies. Don't do that. But you can be
Right.
knowledgeable
Be look
about
cute.
Tom Brady being the GOAT. You got to go, babe, Tom Brady is the GOAT. You're so right. I'm going to work on that. But in addition to that, if that's not your space, then you go get that foot massage bucket and you bring it out and, just love on him a little bit while he in his space. Without being that typical nag, whatever the case is, men call it nowadays. I don't know. But yeah.
I don't know. I mean, find something like if he like like his wing, bring him a wing, bring him a beer, something that just find out what he like. Because I don't think
Mm-hmm.
I don't think doing a pedicure or manicure during the game would be helpful because he's gonna be jumping around excited about the game. He might be in the way.
Oh
He might
my
get
God.
irritated. Don't do
See,
that.
that's why it depends on the guy. Because, some people
Right.
settle. For me, let's go to Atlantic City. Let's go to a big sports bar. Like, I like that type of environment when I'm watching a game. But then, if we home chilling, feet up on on a recliner, and we got our own little platter of wings, etc. That's cool too. That's cool too.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, of course, in that scenario, you'll be able to gauge your man and know what he likes, what he like. So I get that one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and play.
All
See if
right.
we got some
Hit
positive
play.
vibe.
Okay, so I'm trying to answer your question. You said, what do I think is feminine? And I always thought it was like soft-spoken, quiet, timid, real short and just tiny and delicate and oh no, I can't touch that. It's dirty. Like that kind of stuff. And I've never been like that, but I will let you kill my spiders. Like I will freak out over a spider the size of a dime. I will do that and I will let you kill it. You will be the man of the day, the superhero in the house. Okay. But, but you were talking about colors and stuff and what I wear. Like sometimes I just want to wear jeans and a t-shirt. Sometimes I wear leggings and a top or whatever, but you're talking about colors. I can get a pink bike. I could do that. That's all right. Is that what you're saying? Did I answer your question? I'm sorry.
Did
No,
she
you don't have to buy a
did
pink bike.
positive energy answer your question, twins? I love it, and I love the part where she said you got to be short and little
No,
and
right. So yeah,
soft
let me go there
spoken.
first. You don't have to be. I don't want to put you in the box and make you feel like a little mice or somebody got to be in the corner. No, you
Right.
have a voice. No, I mean, I want you to be soft, right? I want you to be soft. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, like I don't know if you like to cuddle, but cuddle is something. Do you like holding hands in public, or you like don't touch me? That's masculine. If I can't hold your hand in public, I mean, I know to each his own, but just think about that. If we're walking down the street, I'm gonna hold your hand. You're like, don't touch me. That's a problem right there. You gotta work on that. We call those love signs. Love something.
Love
That's
languages.
part of love language. Yeah, holding hands, love language. So, um, I mean, you can
Yeah.
be the soft top. I mean, listen, all men like to hear their woman talk soft to them. You know what I'm saying? Even if you playing around, like, yeah, baby, no problem. Da 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 da. Like,
What?
okay, babe, what you want? No problem. What you want that? No problem.
Oh
I
my
mean, just
god. All right, I'm gonna go home and practice.
hold on. But
Positive
also,
energy. Me and positive energy gonna do Zooms, and we're gonna start practicing soft spoken. Like, yeah.
listen,
Blessings,
no,
everyone. Blessings.
no, and no, you don't need you don't have to buy a pink bike, not at all. We're talking about like the biker clothes you may wear. I know you say you wear jeans and t-shirt. Cool. Are they fitted jeans t-shirt, or is it like a big 2X t-shirt where you not saying you're big 2X, but I'm
But
saying like
somebody will
you're a
find
size.
that sexy too, though. Dang.
I mean, true, somebody will, but I'm just trying to give her a generalized. You know what I'm saying? Overall, what men look at, because we're visual creatures, right? So, when you wear jeans, nothing wrong with a jeans and t-shirt. I mean, because now, shoot, they can be ripped up, cut up, because that's the fashion now.
Yeah.
All we're saying is that maybe a little fitted. Don't gotta be super tight, but a little fitted to show off your curves. T-shirt doesn't matter if a t-shirt, as long as it's a clean t-shirt. Okay, you know what? We'll go back. So, okay, if you throw a pair of jeans on and a pair of t-shirt on, all I ask is that it's not wrinkled. Like, I hope you
Right.
didn't
And,
grab
and
I'll be grab out the floor and say, "I'm gonna wear this right here and go." That's masculine.
yeah, or
Regardless.
that what do you call that? Stretch collar. You would still want to be presentable, not wrinkled, and that long stretch.
Yeah.
What do you call it? They got a name for that when the collar is all stretched out and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But
I need to talk
I
about.
would
So
say
yeah.
this as a woman though, right? If you do like the baggier clothes, because some men do find that sexy as well. But if you like that, then make sure you, like I said, have your hair up in a bun. Are you wearing earrings like for Justice said as well? Do you have on a lipstick? We were in the room with Mom
Chapstick.
Teresa the other day, and she said her mom taught her to always have on lipstick, even if your hair ain't done. Remember in Clubhouse Twins, that's what she was saying.
Yeah.
You got lipstick. You have your lipstick on. Are your nails freshly manicured or put together? So you still have that essence, that woman essence, and it's not just like dirty fingernails. All right, now you got on a baggy shirt and pants, okay, and you got on a baseball hat, all right, and you don't even have no chapstick on your lips yet. You're a dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it's real masculine. Real masculine. Like did you come from a bar fight? What's going on here?
Yeah. Right. All right, let me press play.
Okay, I'm not a football fan, but if my man was into football, I would watch it with him. And when he jumps off the couch, touchdown, I can do it with him. I can buy us matching jerseys if he's into that. Or maybe I'll just order pizza and invite his, tell him to invite his buddies over, and I'll go out with the girls. That sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really not into football or sports at all. Sports is just really not my thing like that.
Oh, good. Let me respond.
Yeah, I don't do like football and basketball and soccer and all that kind of stuff. But I do like to work out. And how do you feel with a girl with abs? Okay, like is that attractive? Is that feminine? Yes. Because that's something I'm definitely working towards. I really want to get abs. I don't want to look like a male bodybuilder, like a male, but
I do want abs.
All right, hold on. Let me tackle this one right here. Okay, let me tackle this one. This is gonna be fun. So first off,
Thanks for your comments, Queen. Go ahead. You can tackle that.
yes, yes. So you don't have to. You don't have to enjoy what he enjoys. Like if you don't watch, you don't have to fake watch football. You don't, not at all. Because I don't want you sitting next to me, and you're looking all sad or bored, you on your phone the whole time because you're not really into it. No, I'm not making you do that, not at all. But what you can do when it comes to that, listen. If your man wants to watch football day on Sunday, because football has now been from 8 o'clock a.m. to 11 p.m. So guess what? The whole day is football on Sunday, especially if he's a NFL player. College, same thing. But what I'm saying is that during that time frame, he's gonna give you his wallet, his car, his money, have fun. Only thing he needs is beer if he drinks beer, pizza, wings, whatever he likes to eat. Long as that's on deck and no one's bothering him, he will be happy as a kite. And guess what? During that time frame, you can go to the gun range, you can ride your bike, you can do whatever you want to do in that time frame. You know why? You ain't bothering him. Now that's if you're with somebody who's into football, right? I'm just giving you an example. But trust me, no man's gonna be upset with you being gone all day, especially if he got food and something to drink. Okay. Boom.
Now, is that the
Number.
expectation, though, twins? That piece you said right there, he's going to be in his zone. I want to echo you right there and say you do not need to be into what he's into. Allow him that space to enjoy that whatever it is. He's going to appreciate you the same if you were into it and you guys could do it together, or just you respecting he's into it and you're not bothering him, like being a nag, right? Now,
Yeah,
twins, it's
both.
the expectation that in that time when he's enjoying his space, his game, that he's going to say, here, baby, you go in and here's the card, here's my credit card or whatever. Or should she anticipate taking herself out?
Yeah, she can do whatever she wants during that time frame.
But when we say, and we actually, we dispelling the double standard, are men expected to say, okay, because I don't want you to bother me right now. Here's the card. Go go out, go to the gun range, and go do your own thing. Is that something that should be expected?
Well, I wouldn't say expected, right? It's really based on the man that you have, and if he's really into sports like that, if he's in football, right? So, for example, me personally, I'm a big Pittsburgh Steelers fan, but I haven't been really watching football since the whole Kaepernick thing. So I really don't care anymore as far as watching football. I might dibble and dab a little bit, in and out a little bit, but I'm not big into it no more, right? Personally, the only really time that if I do want the wife involved, what I'm doing is if my team, the Steelers, are in the Super Bowl, I want her to be my cheerleader as well because I'm excited, right?
Right,
Besides
right.
that, besides that, she don't have to be into it. I don't care what she does, but if she want to do something, if something come up important and she want to do it, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? Because now with technology, I can take my cell phone with me and watch the game on my phone, watch the highlight. So it's
Right.
not the end all be all, right? But
Right.
like any relationship, it comes down to communication. Y'all both need to have an understanding as far as what y'all both want to do, right? So that's why I say that it plays that part. Does that make
Right.
sense?
Yep.
Now,
All right. Let
also,
me go. Okay.
oh no, not yet. She asked two questions.
Oh yeah, she did. You're right.
So, yes. So the other question, you have an abs. Woo! Yes. So that means you have a fit body. I mean, I know you say you don't have them yet, right? But I work all the time, and I know how hard it is to get abs. I know it's very, 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 very hard. Okay, very hard, very, very, very hard. So the fact that that's your goal to get abs lets me know that you are working out really hard. Even if you don't have them right now, you're still in a good shape. You're in good shape. So I know. So with that being said, you don't have to wear skin tight clothes, but wear nice fitted clothes because based on what you're saying, you're trying to get abs. That means you're working out a lot. That means you have a nice body. I could be wrong, but I don't know too many big girls talking about I want abs. No, it don't work like that.
When we
So
all say we want abs, and we got one
yeah,
ab, just like y'all.
listen, but still, the fact that is that means you have a nice body that you're working on. So when it comes to certain clothes, like I said, it don't have to be super tight, just something fitted nice and neat, whatever. Or like I said, if you wear a big shirt, that's fine too, depending on the person that likes it. But I don't know too many people who are that in the fit industry that want to wear big shirts besides in the house as a t-shirt only. But anyway, I digress. But no, that's not feminine. Now, I'm sorry. Real quick before you play. The only time a woman will be considered masculine because she works out if she's trying to be a body builder. Okay, only time. If she's trying to be a bodybuilder, that means she's trying to be stocky, big like a man. That's sometimes considered masculine. But you
But
just
there's
being fit.
women bodybuilders, so why is that masculine? Even if she's
Well,
soft
I'm not.
spoken and feminine and wear
No,
dresses, I'm
listen.
just saying.
No man wants a woman bigger than him. I
Well,
mean,
you can't say
I'm talking about not.
somebody out there for that woman.
Yeah,
Positive
there is,
energy. Don't go that far
but
though. Don't go that far.
but but I listen. I can't be laying next to you and rubbing on your butt and feel like hard rocks. I can't be, you know, no.
Rock hard
I don't
bums.
want. Listen, I don't. I'll just say this. I don't want to be laying in bed feeling that I'm laying next to a man. Not that I never laid with a man. I'm married, women all day. But the point I'm trying to make is that I don't want to have that feeling like, "What's up, bruh?" So abs is fine. Abs is sexy. You're fine on that. I just want to take that question real quick. Go ahead.
Yeah, shout out to you, sis. Yes, getting abs are definitely difficult, but twins, don't be fooled. Yes, we all definitely do say we want abs. We will say that every day, and unfortunately, everyone's not as motivated as Miss Positive Energy, and my story. So people like myself, but yeah, we all want them. What we doing to get them though? That's a whole nother story. I'm gonna go ahead and press play.
Oh, a pink bike with silver chrome would be cute, though. That would be cute. With a helmet,
Yeah,
a cute
true.
helmet with like pink, blue, yellow. Oh, that would be cute. Now that I think about it. Yeah, not that bright pink. Kind of not a like a pink, not a bright pink. Kind of like a soft pink with silver chrome. Hell yeah.
I love it.
And then add some neon lights to it too. So right at night you'd be, ooh, yes, that'll be it.
I just clean.
Not necessarily Miss I Speak Life. No, don't expect that.
That's I
No,
want
but
to be clear
it's
on that.
his time. When he has that time, that's your time to just have that at least that amount of time to yourself to do whatever you choose. Whether he gives you the card and the keys or not, you still have that time to do, to do you. Maybe go out with the girls for lunch or dinner or brunch or whatever the time span is for football Sundays. I don't know. Get your nails done, get your feet done, go to the mall, go or just find a book, read something. I don't know. Go on the internet. Hell, come on stereo. Yeah. So don't expect the car. Absolutely not. No. Some do that, but don't expect that.
Yeah, we had to make sure that was clear because you talking to positive energy about what you do, but a lot of men may not do that. So I wanted to point that out. Thank you. We agree. She said, "Go read a book." Wait, that sounds like that Valentine's Day list for single women.
Right.
Exercise. Go to the
Go
grocery
shopping.
store.
Listen,
All right, let me
all I'm
press
saying,
play. Oh, go
during our
ahead.
time frame, all I'm saying is during our time frame, if I'm really into football like that, you can do whatever you do. No man's gonna really complain. He's gonna want you out of his hair. He don't want you calling every 2 minutes. Baby, what? But anyway, you can hit play.
All right.
But if I am going to leave, I'm going to make sure he has what he needs,
Mm-hmm.
while he's watching the game, whether it be wings, pizza, beer, whatever. I'll make sure that he's
Right.
stocked up with that.
See, that's all. See, that's it. Perfect. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Big girls do say they want abs. I think bodybuilders to that extent where they're actually cut and you can actually see the muscle, I think they, kind of date each other. I think they stay within that realm of that sport and they date within that sport.
Facts.
Stay in their
Yes,
own little
yes.
island. Don't nobody else want to deal with that but them. Nobody
But
else
listen,
gets it
but listen.
except for them.
Right. So to clarify, make sure we are clear. When she said she date with in the same realm, she mean other bodybuilder men. She don't mean she don't mean other women. She mean other guys who in the same realm. And that comes back to the previous thing I said at the beginning of this conversation.
Equally yoked.
Yeah. There you go. You know.
Well, thank you guys. You guys are so supportive and very helpful. I appreciate that. No, I never expect a man to ever just hand me money and stuff. Like, I'm not that stereotypical girl that's like, I just want your money, or I just want what I can get out of you. I'm definitely not like that. I feel like a relationship is supposed to be 50-50. You guys are awesome though. Like, I'm definitely feeling the pink bike, okay? I'm feeling that.
Yes.
and I get it. I get that that you like the abs, but you don't want no buns of steel. I get it. You guys are really helpful though. So I'm doing good with the nails and stuff. I always have my fingernails done. I always have my toes done. So does that even make a difference to guys though, if my nails are done or not? Like, I don't even know. I do it for myself.
Let me answer that question real quick.
Go
As
ahead.
far as your fingernails, we really don't care. I'm gonna be honest with you. As long as they ain't too long, right? And also as long as they ain't got no dirt under them. Besides
Right.
that, we don't care. We really don't care. Like, I mean, we'll give you money each nails done. Well, if that makes you happy, but we don't care.
Yeah, I think
Like,
it's
ooh,
just a matter of
baby,
having clean fingernails more than anything else. A
yeah,
nice manicure. But I don't think men really are into the nails how women are. We get tips and all these different things done. I think that's more for us to kind of tap into. I know for me personally, that's my way of kind of tapping into that feminine energy, especially because I came up under so many hard circumstances. So I try to make sure that, yeah, I'm like you, my fingernails are done and my toes are done, because then I tap into that essence of a woman, that girly thing. So that's really what that's for me. But then it's not that enjoyable. And I just was having this conversation with Beth. It's not that enjoyable. It's more like maintenance than it is like pleasure, like going to get pampered. I still haven't tapped into it on that level yet. So
right. And also too, when I was saying, I'm not saying that he's gonna give you money or have to give you money. What I'm saying is that during that time frame, you can do whatever you want to do. So whatever it is, it has nothing really to do with money. I was just being funny when I said that. But if y'all have an understanding on Sunday, he don't want to be bothered, whatever, and all you want to do is watch football all day, cool. That means on that Sunday you can do whatever you want. You can go to the spa. I mean, he don't gotta pay for it. You can pay for it, but whatever it is, that's what you want to do. But
it's your
it
time,
all comes.
basically.
It's your time. It really comes down to conversation and communication. As long as that both have
Right,
an understanding, no one's gonna be upset with anything at all. And
right,
compromise. There gotta be compromise too.
right. Meaning he got to go buy those wings before you cook them, or it's like, no, I'm joking. I'm a press play.
You stupid.
I'm a press
I
play.
mean, shit, if I pay for it, yeah, I'm gonna care, what the nails gonna look like.
Oh, wait, why? If you pay for it, it's for her. You know what? I have this same situation. Like listen, he doesn't mind paying for it, but then he got to pick. Well, he's just like that. Period. Even when I pay for it, he want to pick out the color. Wait, whoa, hold on. Why? But you know what? For women like myself, eventually, like when you like catering to your man and certain things that they like, you'll lend to that. Like, okay, it'll be a little different. Like, what color do you want me to get? It's okay. Now, for me, I'm low maintenance, so it don't really matter. But why is that? What was his name? Let me go back. Big Ruth 53. Why? Tell us
Um,
why.
for
Go
me
ahead,
personally,
twins.
to each his own, right? To each his own. I can't knock it if he feel he got paid from him. He want, hey, it's up to him. But me, I really don't care. I mean, but the wife normally she may ask what color I like. I'm like, whatever. You know my favorite color is red. whatever you want to do, doesn't matter. But
Mhm.
like I said, it's to each his own. You know what I'm
All
saying? But
right.
once again, it still comes down to communication. So y'all should come to agreement there.
Right. We are dispelling double standards here on today. This is our topic. Appreciate all of the listeners and especially all of the interacting. We're coming up to the hour. I'm going to go ahead and press play on this last one that we have.
All right.
Twins. The one thing I'm doing right. The one thing I was doing right. Get my nails done. You like, we don't care. It don't care. We'll pay for it, but we don't give a shit. Like, I appreciate the honesty though. I'm sorry my voice is kind of cutting out. My throat's been sore these past few days. But But I appreciate the honesty. I'm just giving you crap. But okay, so I got another question for you. I used to keep my hair kind of short. It was easier to maintain, and I don't have to hairspray it and stuff all the time to make it look good. I'm kind of growing it out now, but I had it in a bob for a long time. Like I had like a cute little bob. But everyone in my family, including my dad and everybody, they're like, "You need to grow out your hair. You need to look like a girl." And does that matter to guys? Like long hair, short hair, don't hair? What is it?
For now that one, uh, so for most some men it may matter. For me, it doesn't. I like natural hair, right? Don't care if it's short. I just don't make sure it can't be shorter than mine, right? We can't be out somewhere and from the back they can't tell if you're a man or a woman. So I'm saying don't have a low fade like me. All I'm saying is that, but it doesn't matter honestly. I mean, as long as you make it look nice. If it's short, you keep it nice, cool. If it's long, keep it nice. It doesn't matter. Um, I don't want you to wake up and run straight outside. No, breast that thing, comb it down, something. Make sure it looks decent, presentable. That's all. But as far as the nails, I'm sorry. Yeah, we don't. Just make sure they're clean. That's all we really ask. And make sure they're not sharp because we don't like being scratched. Toes
You know
and
what?
feet.
Men say they be want to be scratched all the time. Yeah, scratch my back. Yeah, dig a fit.
Mm-mm.
All right, I
That
guess
movie
that's
stuff is
look.
fake.
Yeah. All right, let's press play. Oh my
I'm
gosh.
sorry. Let me elaborate more on that. Um, if I pay for them, yeah, I might tell you, hey, I want a certain color or I want it like that. But you don't really have to do it because all I know, I'm giving you the money. Or, you know what I'm saying? You do whatever color you want. I'm not gonna argue because I want a certain color on you. But if you want this color and you think that color look good on you, then hey, so be it. But if I pay for it, I'm gonna give you just my, what I would like because I'm paying for it. But if you decide you go with another color and you want a certain style, hey, then so be it. You know, just me.
All right, there you go. You saved yourself there, brother. I felt the energy when you said that first time. Like, but it makes sense. We provide more content to it. I agree, it makes more sense. I'll give you what my opinion is. Like, I feel on that. Like, okay, I agree with you saying because I want my wife, okay, get your nails done, but don't come home with them long ass curly nails or roll like SWV back in the day. No, don't come home with them long nails or I'm gonna break them.
Why we gotta be so violent? Don't break
I
them.
mean, I'm not gonna break them, but I
I
get what
know
you're
what you're
saying. Like, okay, you
saying.
get those, and don't come home with the M&Ms and Oreo names all on your fingernails. Okay, that's going a little too extreme. I mean, we're not in our
Oh
20s no more. We're
Lord.
grown. So
Yes,
those
yes.
things, yeah. So where he's coming from, I ride with you. I ride with you, sir. I agree 100% what you're saying, Big Bruce.
Well, I give you about a good. I'll do like twins do. I'll give you 80% agreement on that because I'm not giving up my 20%. um, because I think you should be able to suggest to your woman your preference, your likes, or at any time. You know what I mean? And if they're ever changing, then that's gonna pose a problem. However, if you like pink, you like pink on her. But I think it's the way it's presented to the woman as well as your consistency in what you like. And, you shouldn't just pay for them because you want it to be a certain way that you want it. If you're offering to pay, just here, babe, I'm going to take care of your nails this week. You know? I just posted on my personal page a meme situation like, all right, him. This is the situation. Him. Babe, where are you? Oh, I'm at XYZ Nail Salon. This is what I just posted yesterday. I'm at XYZ Nail Salon. Oh, okay. 45 minutes later, right? You go to the desk. Hey, nail technician, how much do I owe you? And the nail technician responds, oh, it's been taken care of. Then you get a message from babe like, oh, babe, you done yet? Meet me here to eat. Like little stuff like that will go so far. So just, you know, do whatever you're gonna do for her without it being a matter of you having to say. Because like Twinsinc and I talked about before, a lot of times it does come off as control. Like just let her be in her essence. If that's the case, with the women with football, we don't have to. I'm ordering barbecue chicken because that's what I like, bro. If he like hot barbecue, hot wings. It's his football session. Let him have it the way he want it. Don't give me a filet mignon on a garbage pan lid. I say this all the time. Give me the filet mignon on a garnished plate, and that's what makes the difference between what you do and how you do it. So that's just how I feel about it. That's my take on that. You got an 80% from Ms. I Speak Life, because it's a little window there that leads to other stuff, in my opinion. So I'm gonna go ahead and press
Gotcha.
play.
I don't really care what's on my nails as long as it looks good. I kind of just go with something that kind of looks good in any kind of circumstance, because I got to keep them short for work, and I don't want them long because they just get in the way or they get broken and they don't last very long if they're too lengthy. But I don't be doing all the bedazzled jewels and all that kind of stuff, putting the gemstones on them and all the designs. Like, that's just extra money. It's expensive. The gems don't stay on there anyways. And the gems kind of feel scratchy if they don't like cover them well enough. They kind of get scratchy and stuff, or they fall off. I pretty much just do a color and then like glitter or something on my ring finger, because it's kind of in style right now. That's pretty much what I do. Or sometimes I'll go with the traditional French tip, but I don't care if my man picks the color. I just don't do nude color.
He could pick any color except for nude, right? I agree. I totally agree. That's the way it should be. I think that when we do these things, women, a lot of times with these nails and things, men are, like Twinsinc said, they don't care. It's really the woman, comparison to women. But if you're a whole woman, or you're comfortable, and a lot of us that are operating in masculinity tend to be very comfortable with ourselves in real life. We don't mind looking at ourselves naked and all this other stuff that you find in some of these really feminine women. And that's not, I don't want anybody to go off. We about to come to a close anyway, so I feel safe saying this because I'm going to say it and exit. Pew. But yeah, you tend to just be okay with being comfortable, and I think that is feminine energy. Like, for real, I think that is the purest feminine energy. Like, I don't have to be these, what's depicted in society as that imagery that we see. I want to be comfortable. I want to be able to, scratch my back. Yeah, if I want to scratch my back, but at the same time, I'm not trying to scratch a hole in my back. And I'm not trying to keep up with the Joneses either. So I don't need a whole bunch of dollar signs and all of that stuff on my nails. But if you like me, I get the half the sparkly, but I get it encapsulated, sis. So that's another thing. It is a little bit more expensive, but it tends to last longer. And you still get the essence of that little shimmery and the different jewels, but it's smooth and it's encapsulated in the gel. So yeah, you still get to be yourself, and no new colors over here as well. I like nice colors, pastel colors, I meant to say, but not like, I don't do French tips. I can't. It's just like grandma for me, but a lot of young women do like them. It's coming back in white. How do you feel about white nails? Well, you don't care, twins. I don't know why I'm asking you. I'm gonna go ahead and press 2 cautiously. I'm gonna be cautious because I know I just said something. So,
you know who I think, if someone wants to know what feminine is or what it looks like, in my opinion, the lady that played Bernie Mac's wife. If you watch the Bernie Mac show, the lady that played his wife, her.
I gotta go back and watch it now.
Yeah, I don't recall thinking she was that feminine though. Dealing with Bernie Mac, I don't know how you could be. He a mess, but I gotta go back and watch that too. Rest in peace, Bernie Mac. Absolutely hilarious. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and press play. Thanks for that comment, sis.
Man, I discovered if you really want to make a woman happy, surprise her with like sets of bras. Like, that will really make her day.
Well,
we say bras.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's a fact.
Right place, not the Walmart.
Hey, right. Good, comfortable. Good, right. You gotta know the size and you gotta know where you're bound from. That's a fact. That is a fact.
We love a good bra. Make sure you get the panties to match, because we don't like to be out here looking halfway.
Mismatch. Hey, he dropping gems right there. fellas, if you out there, you don't know about that. Listen, that's the ultimate goal right there. Listen, yeah, forget all the clothes and all that stuff. A nice size fitted bra that fit good and feel right. They're gonna love you for life.
And help her take her
And
bra
then,
off when she get home too. That's some sexy bull crap right there. Because we be wanting to come out these contraptions. All right, we got one more, and I think we could wrap it up.
Okay, so my phone just fucked up. I don't know what the hell happened. I sent y'all a question or something about nails and whatnot, and then my phone completely paused, so I had to log out and log back in, and I completely missed everything y'all said. So if you don't mind repeating a little bit of what you said, that would be great. If it just annoys you, then forget about it. Never mind. I'll catch you next time.
I love her.
Oh my
Well,
god.
Miss, Miss Positive, I think I don't know how long ago you were gone, so I'll say this: the episode is recorded, and you can definitely just tap back in and fast forward to the last maybe 10, 15 minutes or so, and you catch it because I'm not even sure. I think we was talking about what? Wow, I can't remember. We talked about bras. We talked about. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't remember.
Yeah, you see how men don't even be caring. They don't care at all, girl. They don't care at all. But
Okay,
yes,
Miss Life.
talk,
Good, Miss
we
Life. You
did.
tell me. You tell her.
Yeah, they don't care. Just keep doing what you're doing. I think I just mentioned the encapsulation in terms of having the stones on your hand, but I think
Oh
that's
yeah,
feminine. I think you're in your femininity when you are being your true self, and that's all. That's all I got. Anything else we
yeah.
said, you might have to go back and listen back.
And we did hear your message too about your nails, so we heard all that. So you didn't lose it. We heard about the nails and the jewels on top of it, scratchy. We heard that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit, yeah, hit play.
Oh,
They don't care, and you'll be talking to them, and they'll look like they're so in tune to what you're saying. Child, they thinking about the game or something need to be fixed or what. Yeah, they they'll pay attention.
they don't really care about us. They just want us to be in a space. They just want our aura around them. They
Oh
don't want our
Lord.
mouths, our thoughts, our feelings.
Well, ladies
Just
and
our,
gentlemen, we're
just
coming
our
to a
aura.
close here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in today. We're coming to a close. It is 5 o'clock, or well, 7 after now. But I think today was a great show. We actually are coming back later on tonight at 7 p.m. So 2 more hours we'll be back. So you should be more relaxed. So have a drink, something,
Yeah,
get
maybe we'll do
relaxed.
that. We'll have a drink. Ask everybody what they drinking on.
Right. Kick your shoes off and we can have another dope conversation like this. We're trying to get out with the messy keep coming through. Go ahead, play.
All right.
Thank you so much, Miss I Speak Life and Twins Inc. Thank you so much. I thoroughly enjoyed this.
No, thank
Awesome.
you. We thank you for coming and tuning in with us. We appreciate you guys. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and press play, twins.
You guys are awesome. We really appreciate it. I love listening to y'all. You guys are hilarious. Y'all crack me up. Catch you next time. I follow both of you.
Yes, Queen. We followed you back. Thank you so much.
Oh, so you two are coming back at 7? The two of you are coming
Yeah,
back together
yes.
at 7?
Yep. Yes, we
Wait,
coming
her
back
tone
7
was a little
p.m.
bit like, y'all going to come back? Y'all too? Yes.
Yes. The
Two
real
of
deal
us.
versus how you feel. Both of us. So get ready
Yes.
for round two.
Round two, baby. Y'all have a good, 2 hours till we see y'all again at 7. All right. Twinsinc, Ms. I Speak Life, over and out. Bye.
Bye.